they get offended so easily. Throw a pair. Just take it and move on. Yo, Fluffs, what's up? It's good to see you guys. Thank you all for coming. I'm glad you could make it. Vicky, good to see you. Do you have PJ Quickshot?
Okay, that's still flying. Dudes still loves it.
Hey, man. Michael Con, what's up, you guys? How you guys doing? And we are live, I think. Yo, Fluffs, what's up? It's good to see you all. Tonight's going to be a very trigger some stream for some people. I've already been having some triggered numpties like Sean Hawkins coming in.
You know, Flatsoy, both you and Dave are just...
Get out of my car!
You are too much of a coward.
And Craig, FTFE, the Fallacy King.
You stupid woman.
That's gonna be an interesting one tonight. Yo, Fluffs, what's up? It's good to see you all. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you could make it. It's going to be an exciting one tonight. It's going to be something different, but it's good to see you guys. We have Michael Khan, Jeff, Ryan, Dave, and PJ in the house.
Yo, hey guys, what's up? To be here as usual.
Yeah. It's good to see you guys. I'm glad you could make it. It's always good to see you guys. We do have votes already. Bob should concede he was wrong. 53% say yes, no 47%. Oh, shame. I say he should, yes.
Yeah, Bob should learn the rules.
Yeah, and we already got a super chat from Roger Ledwell. Thank you very much. He says, thanks, Bobs, for making more flat earthers daily.
I don't think he'll go. I'll be highly surprised if he ever debates again. I will.
Oh,
I'm not here to debate you.
I know.
It was bad. But it's good to see you all in the YouTube lands as well. Thank you for coming. Please hit the likes, share the show. Really appreciate everybody. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Okay, so I have to correct myself on something though. In the debate, I got mixed up with my words once. After I said it correctly with the Coriolis, I said we are. The first time I said it correct, and the second time I said it incorrect, but I didn't realize I did. I mixed up inertial and non-inertial reference frames again.
Yeah, I do.
So there I corrected myself. Okay, guys, that's the show over. Let's go home.
That's been fun. Join us next time on Flatside.
Yeah. The Globers are thinking, oh, he's going to say sorry for everything. Sorry for what? For literally just not realizing I changed it around after I already said it right the first time.
I'm pretty bad though in the inertial. I'm always
actually,
can't remember which frame's which, you know.
It's actually easy if you think about it. Just imagine the inertial as movement, and then you must think, okay, the plane is the one moving.
The non-inertial.
So we are on the non-inertial. Sorry?
The non-inertial is moving in it.
The Earth, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if you think of it backwards, that makes it easier.
Yeah.
Think of the plane moving inertially. So think of that as inertial plane.
And that is like non-moving or moving in a uniform fashion, doesn't it? It's not changing, sort of thing.
In a linear fashion, and then we observe it linearly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to see you guys. And then I'm thinking I got a few things we can correct Bob on with citation. But I want to get back to a very quick thing that I think I found very interesting that I'm definitely going to make a shortcut from it. This is like was excellent. I loved this part of the debate. I'm sure everybody had their own favorite part, but to me, this was one of my favorite parts. Let's get it's on screen, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This is going to be the horizontal reference set by the plane when we're taking off on the one side of the plane. Okay? We got the plane going that way. So that's a horizontal. We got the vertical going this way.
Okay.
It's set that rigid plane. You would agree rigid plane means it stays always in that reference. That's if you don't have that reference staying rigid, you won't know your orientation.
Are we talking about an INS or an attitude indicator?
Just gyro. We're just making
No,
a
no.
simple spot.
No.
This is the gyro.
One
staying
gyro
on
or
the right
three?
way. This is all three. They set on the run.
All
You got
three.
your vertical,
Gotcha.
you got your horizontal. Notice
Mhm.
even that is based on the 3 dimensions in a box, as you said. So to be a
Okay.
horizontal, okay?
Yep.
Now when I fly the plane, and let's say I've gone now to the equator now, it's going to be facing this way, correct?
Okay. Where's your horizontal at the equator?
According to a rigid plane, it should now be there, which would show your vertical now.
That's
Yeah.
your horizontal at the equator.
That's why I asked you. Do you know what a rigid? Sorry,
I said really laughing like.
I know
because
it's
he
crazy.
knows he's in a pickle. Because he knows he's in a pickle, and he's literally going to validate my argument. This is why I said this was my favorite part of the because he goes, takes a ball with the plane, and literally does what I do here.
Yeah.
And he says I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And you can collaborate that if you get an handheld gyro and try moving it around in a circle, you'll see it'll do that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, Roger Riddle, for your $2 super chat. He says, think of dogs and fleas. Is Bob the flea? Thank you very much for
The thing's
this.
obviously vertical to orientation on the equator when it was horizontal to the other. If the thing is set rigid to a position, what is it? You should be able to show it precessing as you go around the curve, and you never will. That's retarded thinking. I don't know what this.
That was my whole argument, and he never shown it. I mean, that's why I said I don't think these guys know what rigid plane means. It means it doesn't change. It keeps the same orientation.
Yeah.
So that horizontal will stay that same horizontal no matter where they are on their beloved ball. It literally got nothing to do with gravity at all. It's literally just keeping its own rotational rigid plane set. That's why in the INS you got your 3 different axes, which also debunk him, by the way, which we're going to go through as well. Because he told me I'm wrong.
So here, 2 wolves, long time no see, man. It's been
Yeah. Wolves, man. Yeah, right.
Good to see you, man.
Hey, Stabley.
Hey, Brian. Let me actually say hi to everybody that can see there. Lev, Jeff, Brian, Michael, Vicky, Nachikita, Daniel. Who else? Ryan Q as well. What's up, man? Norman, thank you for coming. Mojo Shop. Hey, One Mind, One Spirit. Glad you could make it. If I do miss you guys, I'm sorry. Roger Ledwell, always good to see you, man. Sovereign Souls in there. Thomas Larson as well. Hey.
Daniel
Ryan
Watson. Norman Cross.
Yeah, there's just so much people, but it's good to see you all. Thanks all for coming. Just hit the likes, share the show, guys. But let me go on because this is like literally the point made. Yeah, rigid plane means.
Is that your horizontal at the equator?
Well, it's supposed to be a horizontal set from point A to point B, the same horizontal, no deviation.
What do we call that line that you just drew down there by the equator? What's that called?
In reference to the
in reference to that point on the Earth.
So it would now be vertical, correct?
Very good.
Right. So that would mean if I had to keep it in reference with the flight, let me put the plane how it would show then, according to not dipping down.
So you think that if I start at the North Pole and I fly to the equator, I'll be flying straight up. That's the way you look at this, huh?
If you follow what we observe, there's no. So this is how ridiculous the globe is, guys.
The gyro is a rigid plane. Like it holds its position. You can't force and turn it. It doesn't move. It's impossible to try and turn that thing. And yet he's still stating, "Oh, well, gravity." Well, I'm sorry, pardon?
What's gravity got to do with it?
Exactly. But that's what they do claim, is that gravity keeps the rigid plane like that. But the gyro has nothing to do with gravity. Nothing.
Nope. Pendulous vanes. They think, oh, pendulous vanes, it works as gravity. No, the pendulous vanes is just putting it back in its orientation, original orientation, guys, because you're trying to force it out of sync. It's not accounting for Earth curve. The pendulous vanes have absolutely sweet bugger all to do with gravity.
Yeah.
It's openings with little fins that open and close so the air can push through so it can get back to its orientation. Oh, man. But anyway, let's carry on.
Yeah.
I don't physically have a curve now. But watch this.
You think that you think a plane?
Watch this.
Do you honestly think flatsoid?
This is why this is my favorite. Oh, man.
And don't forget my...
But this is why it's my favorite part of the debate. It's like insane. Oh, Vix
Hate those
Actiplus.
ones.
Thank you, Vix.
Tastes like crap.
Buckley's is the one that tastes like crap, but it works.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That an airplane?
Now take in reference what I just showed on screen, okay? And he laughed at me. And then look at what he does.
Flies around the Earth like this.
It has an angle of attack of about 2 to 3 degrees.
Do you think that it flies around the Earth like this? Come on, flatsoid.
He doesn't think, real quick, he doesn't think it's a ball. So what you're saying is kind of non sequitur.
All right. Well, that's
not what
his
he's
problem.
claiming, though.
No, yeah, that's what he's claiming.
Wow.
Okay. And then he gets
I
to
don't think he gets it. He doesn't get it at all.
yeah, now he's going to do it. Now he's going to do it, guys. Watch.
The North Pole. Here's my airplane. It's a set height above the ground. When I come over here, that is still level.
Dip the nose.
No, the nose isn't dipping. It doesn't have anything with where anything to do with where the nose is. It simply follows the curve around because this direction is down, no matter where you are on the globe.
That doesn't dip the nose. We're literally showing it dips the nose.
Yeah, it's like I'm dipping the nose, but I'm not dipping the nose.
Yeah.
Understand?
I don't understand that, how they can think that way. That just hurts my brain.
It's so crazy, isn't it?
He just literally replicated what I drew on paint and told me I'm wrong. But replicated it and told me he's right.
Yeah.
God.
Wow.
Such arrogance.
Yeah, somebody said in chat, and I love how Bob thinks he has the right to be condescending. You know what I mean?
They all act like that, though, don't
Yeah,
they?
that's right.
They all do, yeah.
They all think that they're way smarter than you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
They do.
That's crazy. Okay. Then the next thing I wanted to bring on, or let me see what's the best one to start. We can start with this one. The gyro compass that he says is not based on magnetics. Okay. I'll just make a big screen for us. Bob, please pay attention, okay? This one, I'm just going to quickly bring 3 points up about the gyro compass. Number one, first, the gyro must be made to stay in the plane of the meridian. Do you know why that is? Does anybody know why it needs to stay in the plane of the meridian?
Because that's the plane reference.
Hmm.
Like the reference plane, your horizontal reference plane point.
But do they set it to the meridian so it's got that reference?
Yes.
Hmm. So when a gyroscope spins and it has precession and it's set to a certain point, aka the meridian, will it always be in a default position to point north to the meridian?
Yes.
Yes.
So in other words, it's guided northwards based on how it's orientated and set. Nothing to do with Earth curve. Nothing to do with Earth rotation. It's mechanical. Another $2 super chat from Roger Ledwell. He says, "Thank you very much. Bob reminds me of a young Indiana Jones." No, no. No, don't do that to Indiana Jones, man. Come on.
What?
You're insulting
Thank you for
him.
the super chat, man. Oh, anyway, that was number one. It was just so you know, okay, the reason it shows north, goes to north, is because it's set mechanically to go that way. A lot of gyro compasses use weights. They're actually weighted. There we go. There's a look at that. Are you trying to force it out of?
I haven't got it spinning yet. Hang on.
Yeah, but spin it quickly, okay? It's kind of difficult. It wants to stay in that.
It does.
You see? Now, they stick weights on that so it can stay to the line of meridian. So it will be able to show northward when it precesses. Not because of Earth turn, but because you're physically making it go to that default position. Because I think it's the right-hand rule. It's 90 degrees. So that's why it's set that way. Okay. Second, it must be made to remain horizontal.
What?
Oh, no.
What was that word again?
I think it's something to
I
do
don't know.
with
It's a difficult word to say.
horizontal.
Curvizon. I don't know.
Curvizontal. That's it. Curvizontal.
Horizontal.
Horizontal.
Yeah, horizontal, Bob.
I'll purposely mispronounce the word just to get that through to people's heads. Horizontal. Okay,
Yep,
horizon,
absolutely.
flat, level.
And
Sometimes that helps.
then we have to read number 3. Third, it must stay in this position once it reaches it, regardless of what the vessel on which it is mounted does or where it goes on the Earth. So that means if I've set that horizontal and I've set it to the meridian, it stays that position no matter where I go on the Earth. That is game over, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah.
The Dave
Thanks for
Bob
making more flat earthers.
by bringing his own arguments up that show it's not a globe. Let's read further. To make it seek the meridian, a weight is added to the bottom of the vertical ring. Uh-oh, why is that? That comes back to part 1. Remember we said number 1? Causing it, listen it, what is causing it to swing on its vertical axis and thus seek to align itself horizontally? It will tend to oscillate. This is the precession. So a second weight is added to the side of the sphere in which the rotor is contained, which dampens the oscillations until the gyro stays on the meridian with these 2 weights. Ouch. That's quite damning. I don't even have to go on, do I?
No.
Now, I could have shown this stuff last night with the debate, but it would have been, let's roll the debate this, instead of him just backing up his claim, horizontal doesn't change and so forth. So I just thought, okay, let me stick it in the chat for everybody. There we go. There's the link if you guys want it. You can go read through it as well. That's just number 1. Let's move on to the next one. This is actually the one I cited for him on the debate, by the way. Anything before we go on, guys? You got any questions? Anything to say?
I'm good.
I'm sure Bob made a very specific claim that magnetics has nothing to do with the gyro compass, correct?
He did.
He did. Okay. Okay.
Absolutely.
A
think you said
gyromagnetic compass.
Mm.
Sorry?
I think you said them words. them are
Yeah.
actual words, yeah.
A plane uses a gyromagnetic compass. You would think in the word magnetic,
Mm.
it would tell you something.
It's,
But a
it's
magnet
in
doesn't
that.
mean it has magnetism in it. That's what it
Yeah.
means.
So the gyromagnetic compass is a horizontal gyro slaved to magnetic north.
Mhm.
Did he tell me no? I'm just wrong.
Yeah. Leave it to people that understand.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
a
leave it
pilot.
to engineers.
And that
Urgh.
statement right
I'm a
there
pilot.
is that statement right there is why so many people are so damn ignorant. They say, "Oh yeah, that's somebody above my pay grade knows that."
So
Yeah.
Bob, the science guy, that was
The
just
lying
at
guy.
harming me and being condescending the whole evening, literally can't even get his own argument straight. Yeah, the spray painter has to educate you on the stuff you're supposed to know based being a pilot.
Bob the lying guy.
So yeah, the thing is, if we had more time, Bob, maybe that extra say 16 minutes you stole from my time, I could have presented this stuff. But you decided you wanted to run away.
Why has Flat's got 17 minutes and I've only got 9?
I know, that was amazing. I don't think he realized that it was timed.
He doesn't realize that he's measuring the time that he's speaking. That's funny.
I mean, he's just so arrogant that he didn't bother to look at what the format, how it worked, or anything else like that. Jaron sent him all the shit. Because when he said that, he goes, "Oh, don't you mute me again during this entire interview." And I was like,
But the irony of this, guys, the guy's claiming to be this highly intellectual person, yet he doesn't understand how a debate format works.
well, when you by taking away now, I think he was slacking on the muting. I think
Yeah, but
Jaron
it's
was
fun. I'm happy he
slacking on
did
the
it that
muting.
way.
But you
I'm
could
happy he did it
tell.
that way because we were able to converse a bit better. And it was sort of pissing Bob off.
Well, the thing was, what I was getting a crack out of was that he was muted and he's over there mouthing. And then when he realized that nobody was hearing the shit where he was trying to interrupt you, I was watching his mouth move in comparison to what you were saying. And you could tell he was kvetching about not being able to shut you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did you see his face when you realized he was muted?
Oh, it's funny.
Okay, but let's go on anyway. The gyromagnetic compass is a horizontal gyro slaved to magnetic north by the magnetic field detector, the flux valve, usually located in the wingtips of the aircraft away from metal structure. The short-term accuracy of the gyro combined with the long-term accuracy of the magnetic compass provides a stable and accurate heading reference. Okay, Bob, now you got to pay attention, okay? A magnetic detector flux valve, which electronically senses the horizontal component of the Earth's magnetic field. Magnetic north, Bob. The thing you said it doesn't do. A, to an accelerator cut out switch, which cuts out the feed from the flux valve to the gyro during turns and acceleration. A gyroscope which maintains its position reference and continues to point in the same direction regardless of what the aircraft does. Same direction. Compass repeaters to transmit heading information to the associated instruments. Oh no. So yeah, guys, let's I'll copy that in for you guys as well. Because I got more so we can show this guy to just be a total chuff nugget. Thank you, Roger Little, for another $2 super chat, man. Appreciate it. He says, this is not a debate, it's an education. Yeah, this is an education for Bob. This is not a debate. He's not here to debate. But that was epic. I'm not here to debate. Okay. I don't know if maybe Bob needs to get updated with how airplanes work in these days. I don't know if he maybe flew in the 1700s or something. I don't know. What's his problem?
I think he's ever piloted a hang glider or something. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. This is a MGL. This is what we were talking about, the magnetic field inertial measuring system. Ooh. High-grade ring laser gyro based AHRS with built-in SP6 magnemeter for magnetic heading. The SP6 employs the latest micro-machined ring gyroscope technology to performance that approaches fog class ability in practical applications. Notice, guys, it's based on horizontal reference datums. Notice it doesn't pick up Earth rotation. So when people come into ring laser gyros, they pick up Earth rotation. No, they don't. They have a horizontal setting based on the magnetic north. Hey, Jeff. Good to see you, man. And then, let me stick that in for everybody. You guys can... Is this helpful for people?
It is. I've had a look through that one you just put in, the magnetic one.
So yeah, guys, the only corrections I'm doing is practically correcting Bob. Sorry to disappoint you, Globies. And we got another one. MGL avionics. This is what we were just showing on screen. The compass operation and calibration. Why would you need to calibrate something if it's just picking up Earth turn? Okay. So you got the different modes that you can go. Obviously, I don't need to go through everything. It just gives you everything you need to know. Your tilt compensation, calibrating for the compass. Once you have located a suitable mounting location and verified that the center returns a reasonably good headings, less than 10 degrees error, preferably of any heading, you proceed with calibration. There are two calibration methods. Deviation calibration, done if only in heading errors of a compass set to factory settings are more than 10 degrees or less than 20. Line up calibration. The compass menu changes depending on the compass mode selected, so it just gives everything. But we don't need to read it through because it's just simply telling us it goes to Earth's magnetic field. Oh no. Oh no. Why is that happening? See how it's giving the rotation, the tilt compensation.
Ooh.
Based on what? Horizontal datum. Now let's check what it says here. The graphics illustrate a problem. The X and Y sensor readings of the compass are used to calculate the heading. So in other words, what did you say? Dead reckoning?
Yep.
This is trivial, but it gives the heading you want if the compass is perfectly level to the Earth's surface.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly level, guys. Perfectly level.
Yeah,
it doesn't say imperfectly.
That means without flaw.
Okay, and then it goes, if we know the pitch and bank angles relative to the Earth's surface, and we know what angle and strength, inclination, and magnitude the field is at your location, then we'll mathematically rotate the magnetic sensor reading into the horizontal plane and can then extract the heading information. In other words, horizontal, perfectly level to the surface of Earth. This literally says it out. The surface of Earth is horizontal, and the reference to it is horizontal.
But flat side level is curved.
This is like crazy. This system would work anywhere on Earth. MGL's compass systems are based on 3 magnetic sensors. Okay, let me copy that for you guys. Oh, man. I still don't understand.
Hey, PJ,
yeah.
Stop angry typing.
Sorry, I keep forgetting my mic's right next to I keep forgetting my mic's right next to my keyboard now. Put it over there a sec. Sorry, dude.
And I want to get another one.
Well, whatever you was typing, PJ, you was giving them what for? I'll tell you what.
I was trying to be quiet as well. But I do forget the main setting.
Okay, so yeah, we're going to look at the INS. I think I want to get the other. I want to get another one up. INS. Okay, but let's just get this one. Okay, inertial navigation. So this is when we were talking about the INS. Remember, guys, the thing he was claiming I know nothing about, and he knows everything about. When he took everything and stuck it in the box and said, therefore not horizontal. Well, the whole horizontal box has to move with the plane.
Well, basically, him throwing the globe into the box means he's throwing his globe into the garbage. That was what would it be called? Like a Freudian slip?
Oh man. So,
yeah, Josiah, he was way out of his depth yesterday, without a doubt. Josiah says, poor guy. Felt sorry for me, he was way out of his depth. He was way out of his depth. Didn't have a chance. Not a ghoster.
But from the start to the end, he was literally trying to clutch at straws as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
The guy had nothing. That's all why he was being condescending and insulting me the whole time.
That was what that laugh was for.
It was nervous. Nervous
yeah.
laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nervous laughter.
Yeah.
Okay. So, an inertial navigation system, INS, inertial guidance system, inertial instrument, is a navigation device that uses motion sensors, accelerometers, rotation sensors, which is gyroscopes, and a computer to continuously calculate the dead reckoning, which is based on a horizontal dead reckoning, guys. Okay? The position, the orientation, and the velocity. Remember, he said no velocity's got nothing to do with it. Direction, speed of movement of a moving object without the need for external references. Often the inertial sensors are supplemented by a barometric altimeter, that's for the pressure, and sometimes the magnetic sensors. He says it has nothing to do with magnets, guys. Magnetic, but it's got a magnemeter on. And or speed measuring devices. INSs are used in mobile robots and vehicles such as ships, aircraft, submarines, guided missiles, and spacecraft. Older INS systems generally used an inertial platform as the mounting point of the vehicle, and the terms are sometimes considered synonymous. The system is using a gyroscope to maintain a platform in a fixed orientation in space, despite the movement of the vehicle that is attached to. These can be used to stabilize gun sights in tanks, anti-aircraft artillery, and so forth. And I can probably just send that for everybody as well. But yeah, it's sorry that it's got so much to show. It's just so weird because I always get the same issue. Oh, you never present anything for your claim. you flat earthers just make claims. Okay.
It's like, Bob, no, not gonna do it. Just be prepared. Bring your own stuff. I'm not here to debate you.
You just want me to show you the stuff? I shall show you the stuff. Yes, okay. Because I need to hold your bum like a tape. I hold your bum with the poo-poo. Okay.
Look like Scylla Soprano.
You want the poo-poo? You like the poo-poo? I like the poo-poo.
You want to see the citation? I will give you citation.
Nice. You wake up with the fishes.
Okay, so the INS is from the IRS. This is what they were talking about. He said, "Oh, the IRS, the Inertial Reference System."
It's Internal Revenue Service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it says definitions. A clear and universally agreed upon definition of the term inertial navigation system, INS, is not possible. On the one hand, the term INS is used as a blanket description for a wide variety of navigation sensors and systems of the different design. On the other hand, it also uses to describe a specific version of the sensors and systems. The term has also changed over the years as the technology has improved. What can be said with confidence is that all these systems work in similar principle and for the same purpose. Okay, a form of dead reckoning that relies on accelerometers and gyroscopes to detect the acceleration and velocity, respectively, along 3 perpendicular axes. The approximate 2 or 3-dimensional position can be constantly determined in relation to a known starting point. Remember I said they started on a runway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he even admitted you have to get that stuff spinning and going and let it set for about 20 minutes so that it orientates.
Right.
That's what I was going. I said, you just proved his point.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So it's amazing, but velocity and orientation. So if it's constantly being able to determine the relation, would it give us data that we are going over a curve?
No.
No, definitely not.
Not according to Bob, but according to this, because it's constantly telling us where we are, it would say, listen, yeah, this was your starting point. You've deviated off that starting point. So here's the data to show you dipped your nose or you changed velocity to go over the Earth curve. None of this is reported to ever happen.
No.
Ever.
Well, that bullshit he was talking about with you, if you decelerate or you cut the engines. Listen, that's exactly what they do. They do.
How do you think they land?
They do that. It's a combination of two things. By changing the attitude of the airplane, you're trying you're putting the energy upward, not forward. And so there's not enough lift. You're not going to get it. So it starts slowing you down due to the drag, and you start descending down onto the runway. Of course, if you
I also love how he specifically wants to call weight gravity.
Of course.
I mean, if that were true, then a TWA could just go up to 35,000 feet and just cut its fucking engines.
Yeah.
Just stay there. Level flight, 35,000 feet, wouldn't have to do nothing. Just going along. There you go. Wings are trimmed.
Obviously he's never flown a glider before because they don't work on the engine. Once they're up there, they have to dip their nose to catch speed again and lift up again. They have to do this because they got no engine.
Yep.
It's like when you take your hand in an open window of a car and you feel that. That's what a glider does. But a plane specifically holds that angle of attack. That's why when you set your tabs, you set the trim to that level flight. If you cut that engine out, it's going to lose momentum and start to drop, because that's exactly what you do when you land a plane. You're releasing power. You're relinquishing power, so your velocity has changed. Do I have to go to a HUD, a HUD system, and show him how velocity and the angle of attack makes how a plane dips? I mean, this guy thinks I was born yesterday. By the way, guys, I've been at work all day, so don't think this is stuff I just literally got now. I've been at work all day.
But he thinks everyone's beneath him, like that, like he was exuding so much arrogance. It was like, I'm smarter than everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, wow,
I
you're
like
actually really dumb.
I like it when he gets his little pilot license out. I got one of them. You got one, Flat.
Well, it could very well be
private
like,
pilot's license isn't hard to get.
Yeah. You got his little I got one of them. Flat. You got one of them.
Yeah, but see, like a pilot's license. Okay, so he has his pilot's license. Has it expired?
Well, even then though, that's not a validation of anything whatsoever.
Oh,
it
yeah,
really
definitely
isn't. Credentials. I mean, these people want to
appealing to credentials
and all this shit, and it's like, I see PhDs all the time don't even have a basic command of the English language. I mean, come on. It doesn't mean you're smart. It means you paid somebody a lot of money to scramble your brains around. That's all that it tells me.
Yeah, but I mean, appealing to credentials is hardly anything to be proud of.
No.
That makes you not smart. But anyway, yeah, let's carry on reading. So let's look at the IRS now. They reference to a solid state unit of 3 ring laser gyros detecting accelerations in 3 dimensions. They may also contain quartz accelerometers. Okay. Refers to a computer that integrates IRS outputs and provides inertial reference outputs for the use by other navigation or flight control systems, including the flight manager system. Gyroscope has traditionally referred to mechanical spinning gyro sets within gimbals and frames, allowing a platform to be stabilized in space regardless of motion of the aircraft. That's called rigidity, Bob. Nowadays, the term gyro refers to the solid-state ring laser gyro, which is predominantly used in modern aircraft INS. Several other types of gyro available, such blah 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 blah. Gonna send that to everybody as well.
I'm curious. Before this ring laser gyro, what did they use before that? Huh? Mechanical gyros? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
With precision, mechanical precision.
That's funny.
I mean, all this stuff is, it shows there's no rotation. Oliver says, scroll down to where it talks about Earth rotation. It literally doesn't.
What's he think that before
Yeah, I
they
got it on.
invented,
Show me where it says Earth rotation, yeah, please.
does he
Show
think
me
that
where.
before this technology that airplanes were just kind of bouncing around in the sky hoping for the best? Or what's his thinking on that?
Oliver Queen. I've seen him before. He's just a troll anyway. He took his name off bloody Green Arrow, isn't he? Oliver
Yeah.
McQueen. Yeah.
I want to see where it says anything about Earth rotation, yeah. Oh, wait, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, let's go back to where I wanted to share now. Next, now we're going to what I was actually arguing the whole time with Bob about rigidity
Bobblehead
and
Bob.
the gyroscope.
Knob.
Yeah, Bob the knob.
Bobblehead Bob.
Hey,
Plain
you go
old
with
knob.
the crocodile.
The knob is Bob.
Okay, so let's carry on. Gyroscopic flight instruments are instruments which have a mechanical gyroscope incorporated into their design. A gyroscopic flight instrument of some description are used most general aviation aircraft and older commercial aircrafts in, like the Cessna and everything he says he flew, they'll have a gyro. Example of such instruments include attitude indicators, Bob, heading indicators, and turn coordinators, turn and slip indicator. The gyroscopes within the instruments are usually electrically or vacuum driven and make use of basic gyroscopic principles to display the attitude of the aircraft. In more modern installations, mechanical gyroscopes have been replaced by laser gyros. Gyroscopic principles. This is what I want you to pay attention now, Bob. Read on screen very, very slowly. The principal characteristic of a gyro, which makes it suitable for use in attitude instruments, that would be you setting your horizon, is rigidity in space. A second gyroscopic principle which must be understood and compensated for, get it, and compensated for, hence the weights, as necessary, is precession. Rigidity in space. The primary trait of spinning gyro rotor is rigidity in space, otherwise known as gyroscopic inertia. Momentum, in other words, Bob, the thing you said didn't exist. Look at the super chat. $2 super chat from Roger Ledwell. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. He says, edu.flatsoy.com.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking, remember, I want to do my site. Maybe I should put all these things on the site. How flight debunked the globe. maybe I should do that. Thank you very much for the super chat, Roderick. You rock, man.
Good idea.
I like Sleeping Warrior said. He said Bob won't ever admit he is wrong. It is the first commandment being uplifted. Thou shalt never admit fault. Never admit fault, I think.
They can't. They have haughtily blown their horns way too freaking loud. Even if they came out on every mainstream outlet tomorrow and said, "Yep, we found out the Earth is not a globe," these idiots will still hang on to it. They'll say they're lying to you now.
Yeah.
See, I mean, it's all due to that pride. They have been so haughty, and they're crumbling. They're crumbling really fast. This is why we're seeing like the meltdown status amongst these guys. I mean, FTFE, nobody's taking that fucking guy serious anymore.
Oh no,
No, dude.
they starting one by one to fall off the radar.
No, only Luch. Luch takes him seriously. That's about it.
Well,
that's his one worshiper. You know, that's his one.
He's
shame. And poor Sean Hawkins is still going live on this. So what's he going to do with all that citation show? No.
Yeah, that's what you're doing is Satan, isn't it? You know. So.
Come on, man, Sean.
Flatzoid is lying.
Yeah.
He's lying about what he's saying there. He's lying, even though it says right there in front of him, he's still lying.
You're just dumb, Flatzoid.
Yeah, you beeping, beep.
Yeah, right.
He is kind of vile.
Just deny science. Oh.
You and Dave, you're both lying, beeping.
I'm actually gonna make a short video. Sean, I'm making a short video. The day Sean noticed how density displacement works, because he on that stream he was commenting on how me and myself and you were trying to educate Dal on displacement,
right?
And you could see even in his face like, oh, this is, and he went and Googled it because he says, we are denser than water.
What? Okay.
Whatever he says.
And then he went and Googled it. And he said, but we still sink. And then literally you said, yeah, our weight makes a difference. They don't. You see, this is the problem with globers.
Yeah.
They can't distinguish the difference between weight and density.
Density, I was about to say that, yeah. They don't know the difference.
They can't. They don't know what weight is. They think it's something to do with gravity, which it doesn't. But okay, let's carry on with this.
He's over there having a rough time.
Oh, very. Okay, so Sean, also pay attention still, man. As stated in Newton's first law, a body in motion tends to move in a constant speed and direction unless acted on by an external force. The spinning rotor inside the gyroscopic instrument maintains a constant attitude in space so long as no external forces act to change its motion. This stability will increase in proportion to any increase in mass or speed of the rotor. As a consequence, the rotor in the gyroscopic aircraft instruments are constructed of heavy materials and are designed to spin at rates in order of 10,000 to 15,000 revolutions per minute. Attitude and heading indicators use gyros as an unchanging reference in space. Unchanging reference in space. Bob the science guy. Unchanging reference in space. So in other words, that sphere that you took and it has horizontal, it's unchanging. In other words, you would go.
Hey, I was just letting you guys know I got to go. I'm going to help cut this tree down here, and then I got some work to do. So, love y'all.
Okay.
Just as Ryan.
Looks nice out, dude. It looks nice. Laters, dude.
Oh, it's beautiful out here. It is.
Yeah, it does look nice.
Yeah. You see, the thing is, Anthony, I still had 16 minutes left. So I was kind of bamboozled when he says, no, he's just finished. Because I could have brought all this up last night as well. But because he said, no, he's done and stuff, and I just didn't bother. So That's why I'm doing it tonight.
I would have made his dumb ass. I would have made his dumb bobblehead ass sit there and listen to me present and use my time. I would use up all my time. I would make that dumb son of a bitch sit there and listen.
Yeah, but he would have just left. He would have just left.
He
Like
would have,
because
yeah,
he said he was
exactly. He would have
leaving.
just ran away and cried like a little girl.
He didn't even want to do
Even
closing
better.
statements, did he? He didn't even want to do closing statements.
And then anyway, he stayed there.
Yeah, it's like,
But that's fine. This is here. Sean Hawkins is even streaming it. So you got it. Bob the Science Guy, you can watch this. And if you don't agree with the citations, go and get your stuff ready and tell them why you don't agree with it. Okay. Okay. But yeah, this is just a wee old spray painter showing a pilot how pilots work. How planes actually work.
I'd rather admit defeat than act like Bob acted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather admit defeat.
But you see, this is why I don't have respect for the guy. Because he thinks he's like a high intellectual better than everyone else.
Yeah.
Heck, the guy's gone back to school to study astronomy and thinks that's going to make him smart.
Josiah
Well-
Beasley, he says, "Oh God, his meltdown when he dawned on him the way the clock works." I know, I saw that. I said, I don't think that fucker knows that there's a clock there. And then when he's like, "I told you how this works. It's timed and shit." And he's like, "Oh." And then
Kieran
he-
explained it to him before the debate. He emailed him on the structure, and Jaron literally said with words, your minute, okay, the 30 minutes starting now.
No. Unbelievable.
Okay, so that means it's rigid, guys. It doesn't change. It keeps the same reference horizontal. So that horizontal you set on the runway in the point A, when you land in point B, it's had this exact same horizontal. It's never changed. So Wolfie, yeah, when you claim, oh, it's following Earth curve, you're lying to everyone. That is, once the rotor is spinning, it maintains a constant position with respect to the horizon or the direction. Horizon. Horizon, horizontal. Oh boy.
It's the horizon.
Ah. The rotor of a university mounted gyro remains in the same position even as the surrounding circular frames or gimbals are moved. For all intents, this allows the aircraft to rotate around the gyro without changing the position of the rotor. The aircraft attitude or heading can thus be compared to the rotor to enable the instruments to display the actual attitude or direction.
Yep. But the fact that he basically said that he didn't want to say whether he was an atheist or not just speaks volumes, right?
Oh, but that was an answer already.
Yeah.
That's why I said straight away yes, because I knew he says, oh, I don't want to answer it. Because that shows he's an atheist. Because if you're not an atheist, you'll be proud of what you believe in. Atheists are not proud to be atheists, guys, just to let you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back. Precession. This is what they claim is caused by Earth, guys. Precession is the tilting or turning of the rotor axis as a result of external forces. When a deflective force is applied to a stationary gyro rotor, the rotor will move in the direction of the force. However, when the same force is applied to the rim of a spinning rotor, the force causes the rotor to move through the force had been applied at a point 90 degrees. Remember we said the right-hand rule? And around the rim of the direction of rotation. This is what causes precession, Bob. Mechanical precession. That's why I said momentum. This turning movement or precession places the rotor in a new plane of rotation, which is parallel to the force. Precession is caused by both friction within the gyro and the aircraft maneuvering, inclusive of turns, acceleration, and deceleration. Precession causes a slow drift in the gyro and results in erroneous readings, cross-checking the heading indicator or directional gyro with a magnetic compass, and making the appropriate corrections could be accomplished on a regular basis. Remember I said they use magnetic north for their corrections? Okay, magnetic compass. Then we go to gyro power sources. Gyroscopic instruments are generally powered either electrical or pneumatically, that would be vacuum based. In the former case, the rotor is incorporated as an armature of electric motor, while the latter, a vacuum pump driven by the engine, reduces the pressure within the instrument case. Filtered air from a cabin is drawn into the instrument, accelerated and directed at the rotor wheel to cause it to turn. Yes, that's why they got pendulous vanes, people. So it can filter through to keep it rotating, not to account for damn Earth curve. Vacuum instruments susceptible to under reading due to rotor deceleration should the vacuum pressure drop are not suitable for high altitude installations. Thank you very much, and good day.
Take care.
I hope that was informative for everybody. There's another link for you guys. So tell me again how I was wrong.
Good day. The bit you said.
Yeah. Remember, I did
Well,
say there's
you were-
one thing I did get wrong there, and that was me misspeaking
one.
the second time about inertial, non-inertial, which I didn't realize I swapped around.
You're wrong because of refractogravelax.
That's right. And you don't have a pilot's license, so there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
And also, you're not. You don't have a PhD, and you're not an engineer. And let's just
And NASA.
put a list out. Yeah, and
NASA. Yeah.
Because NASA. Yeah.
Yeah. Reasons.
Because reasons. Yeah. Yeah, because reasons. Oh gosh, it just baffles me how dumb they are.
Yeah.
It just baffles me.
It's a tactic, I think.
I would have to say it's more of like a kind of a desperation, but I want this to be true because it's so wild how once you've knocked down their somewhat cohesive arguments, then they start delving into a realm of, well, what if, and it could be, it's like, okay, so now we're in the realm of speculation. Okay, we've already exhausted all your refutation, and we're in the realm of speculation and imagination now. Okay, cool. Very scientific.
But just to put some more salt in the wounds of Bob, I've got open the manual he cited for Earth Curve and Coriolis. Should we read some of it? Because Bob seems to cherry pick and not understand what's being said in the actual manual. But what do we expect? The guy didn't come to debate.
No,
he didn't. Literally.
Yeah, so next time, Bob, read your own citations.
This isn't a debate. I thought this was the Bob show.
Sorry.
I thought this was the Bob the Clown show. This is a debate? Oh my God.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay. So I want to show something. Yeah, we're going to read. This is what he said, okay? Curvature of Earth. Remember? Navy range tables are based on the assumption that the gun trunnions and targets are in the horizontal plane tangent to the Earth's surface at the gun. Thus, listen very carefully, Bob. When using point of fire or direct fire in elevation, the range table range should be used without any correction for curvature of the Earth.
What? Oh my goodness. Why is that? Well, because the Earth is flat.
Ooh. What a surprise.
However, when using the stable vertical type of director for indirect fire, in elevation correction for curvature must be applied to the range table range since the guns are laid with respect to the horizontal rather than respect to the line of sight. So in other words, you should only do it if you don't see the object. Ooh, wrong one. There we go. That's it. So I try to put my camera off. Okay, let me put it back on screen. But It did say not to use it, correct? Okay. Now, there was another part here. Actually, the curvature of the Earth varies with R2, where R range in yards, and that the correction in minutes varies as R is the elevation correction for Earth's curvature. In minutes of arc sufficiently well approximated as the range in yards divided. For example, at 19,800 yards, the curvature would be 4.95 minutes, which by column blah, 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 correction, compared to with more accurate calculations above. Do you guys know why they actually do this when it's not line of sight? I know. Because you can't see the object and you need to put it up higher because things have what in ballistics?
They have a drop from
A drop.
Yeah.
And this is based from a horizontal reference plane. Do you have horizontals on a curve?
No.
Last time I checked, you don't.
No.
That's a good way to go.
You know, if I'm not on some of my ammunition, I'll go in here and take a look and see if I can find a box that's close by. On the different ammunition, based on the rating of the feet per second, the muzzle velocity rating, it tells you how much drop to expect at the different distances. There's like half the ammo's got like a little chart right on the side of the damn box. You know, you're always dealing with that because all you're doing is you're fighting drop with linear motion. It's still dropping at the same rate as it would if you dropped it next to the gun when you fire it. It's going to drop at that same rate. What you're doing is you're eating up that drop time with lateral movement. That's what you're doing. And so the higher the muzzle velocity, you're going to get less drop over distance. It's that simple.
Yep.
Yeah, Michael, that was a good link you put in there.
Yeah, we're going to go through that as well, probably.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I like that one. I've seen it before, but I do like it.
Okay. Now we're going to go to the explanatory notes, what they call Coriolis. So, Bob, this is your Coriolis effect, mate. The elements are standard trajectories with the exception of column 6. These columns need to no explanation. Gives the drift for the guns rifled with the final twist of the turn. That's called a spin drift, mate. Okay, obtain the drift of the guns rifled with a final twist for turn in 32 calibers. Multiply the figures in column blah blah. Column 10 to 19 give differential effects due to variations from standard conditions. In these conditions, the effects are proportional to the variations. For example, the effective range is a 10-knot wind. Not earth rotation. Is turbulated in column 13, obtaining effective 20-knot wind, multiplied to tabular volume. Because your guys, you see, this is one thing I have to make things that I have to understand. When a globe manual or something says Coriolis, it's based on wind. They call the wind Coriolis.
Of course they do.
That's what they do.
They called it Mariah.
Because hurricanes.
Exactly.
It's all madness.
It's like these guys don't actually understand the things they're reading.
No.
They don't read through their own citations. They don't know what they're talking about. And still, I'm going to tell you still, this manual is not used in war situations. It even said there, you cannot use it because it takes a set height of the guns. So why would you need to account for something when it literally says you shouldn't? It's only using these calculations when you don't see the opponent.
It's also going to matter too if you're going to count all that in, if the whether it's a right hand or a left hand twist to the rifling. Now what? Oh shit!
But that's also something I wanted to actually bring up with Bob, but I didn't. When he was talking about the airplane and it's got a drift to the right, I said, "Have you ever heard of crosswinds before?"
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, man, I'm actually. It's kind of funny if you shoot a smaller, like an air rifle or something like that, into a crosswind. A lot of times you can see the projectile curve. You can actually see the projectile get drifted to the right
Okay.
or the left or
Yeah.
whichever way. Yeah.
And then column 10, although computed for velocity loss, that's drop, not earth curve, may be used to determine the change in range due to either plus or minus variations in initial velocity. It is listed as a positive effect in order to avoid minor tabulations. Column 11 gives the effect on the range of change 10 pounds weight of projectile, the charge remaining the same. The standard air density at the surface is used the computations for the range table and ponds to temperature and barometric pressure. Why would they be talking about temperature and barometric pressure, guys, with Earth rotation? Oh, I know, because it's got nothing to do with Earth rotation.
Uh-oh.
0.
Not that thing. Oh, hey, Chocolate saying, how you doing, man?
So column 12, which gives the mean effect on the range of 10 plus minus 10% variation in the density of the air, the ballistic density should be used. The ballistic density is a single fictitious air density constant in magnitude, which would have the same total effect on the projectile during flight as the actual densities at the various altitudes. A method of making the ballistic density is given in bulletin accordance information. Blah, 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 blah. But it just goes on and on doing the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No Earth curve, no Earth rotation.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Bob. That's how you read stuff.
Projectile drop is Earth curve.
Hey,
Yeah,
Chuck,
yeah,
in
yeah.
the house. What's up, man?
Well, then the Earth must curve differently because of different calibers of gun.
That's-
I mean,
it
depending
does-
on
it
what
does.
you're firing, you know.
Well, you see, that's the funny thing. I can bring a 50 caliber from the same navies, and all it talks about the whole time is shooting over horizontal trajectory systems with no effect of earth turn or curvature.
Yeah.
I can do exactly the same as him, just bring up citation after citation from those
Yeah.
manuals,
Yeah.
all showing him wrong. Like I said last night, I can bring up even NASA showing rigid stationary plane.
Yeah.
But I don't need to appeal to that because I actually look at observation and reality and what we see, even based on all citations tonight. Bob, you had nothing.
Nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So Coriolis will be affected when you shoot it into a hurricane or a typhoon or.
Yes. Because even in a flight, if you go look at flight booklets and stuff, and they talk about Coriolis, they talk about the wind, and they call the wind Coriolis.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
So that song lied. They said they call the wind Mariah, and you're saying they call it Coriolis. Okay.
Yeah.
But you see, this is the misunderstanding the Globies had. They read Coriolis without understanding what they're actually talking about when they talk about Coriolis.
That's it. They can't define it, can they?
In fact, of course, it's like two different. It's kind of like what the climate people do. Okay, they conflate carbon and carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
They're not the same. They're not the same. But just because they harbor the same word within their name does not mean they're the same thing. And so it's easy. People are ignorant. They'll just go with that. So they can say Coriolis, and they don't know that there's Coriolis effect and there's Coriolis force. One is an actual force. The other one is a visual effect. They don't get it. So they just lump it all together.
As one thing, yeah.
Sean Hawkins just posted, Flatsoy doesn't know the difference between a magnetic gyro compass and a mechanical gyro compass. Sean Hawkins, I literally said in the beginning, a mechanical gyro compass uses weights to compensate, hence why it's set to a meridian. Pay attention, you chuff nugget. A magnetic gyro compass. A magnetic gyro compass is used to use magnetic north.
What?
I do know the difference. I literally brought up citations for both of them, explained both of them.
Wow.
You, on the other hand, are just slow.
What was that you called him? A
Chuck nugget.
Chuff nugget.
Dave just about lost his lunch there.
Said that right as I had a mouthful of coffee, and it was like I had to spit it back into the cup. I was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is that?"
But you see, this is the best the globe has. Oh no, he doesn't understand.
Like, it's funny. He says you don't understand, but yet you're sitting there citing stuff about both types. You know, it's like,
And explained it.
Like, yeah. He's such a retard.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
No, Sean is retarded. There's no doubt about
he
it.
is. Yeah, I think he was dropped on his head as a kid.
Wow.
Roger Lidwell, thank you very much for
Multiple
$10 super chat. He says, if I mount a gyro compass to my table, spin it up in an hour, will it move 15 degrees on its own? Yes. Gyroscopic precession is mechanical. Like we explained, it's just the momentum, the energy which makes that precession, because the energy has to transfer to somewhere. Now, the globies are dumb and think, oh, it's F10. Woo. Well, you can make that same gyro spin in the opposite direction, and it gives precession in the opposite direction. Does Earth now turn in the opposite direction?
Exactly.
Oh, for crying out loud!
How is Bob debating Coriolis when Simon Dan says the reference frames are ruined? The ones needed for Coriolis sounds like they need to work. You see, Chocolate, the issue is Bob said you don't need 2 reference frames.
No.
He said you don't go to the moon to be able to observe it. It's like, what the hell's up with this guy? He doesn't even understand what a reference frame is. What photos is this?
So that's from the ISS.
Yeah.
It was a satellite. A satellite views the International Space Station from only 43 miles away.
Wait. I have to show this. What the hell?
It's like a TV aerial.
It does. It does.
That's crazy.
Mr.
that?
Stone.
Like a TV
in the
aerial,
house. What's
man.
up, Mr. Stone?
Evening.
How are you doing?
Before I forget, I gotta look.
How are y'all doing?
All right.
Good, and yourself?
I'm doing fine. Just having a little lunch.
That's good. What do you say about this ISS photo? This looks like a very low quality, I don't know, Airfix model.
It's terrible. Isn't it?
So
Like I
this
say, it looks
Geo
like
robotic satellite, they couldn't spend a little extra money on a better camera that wasn't so grainy and.
So when they do get you a picture, it's not a good enough picture.
I don't get that. Why is it so difficult to take a great photo? I mean, this is an international, very professional company that has billions of dollars, 21 VFX studios, great wealth of money and cameras and stuff, but they looked like they took something off a Nokia 9310. Come on.
So I had to look up Chuff Nugget. We call that a Quimby or a Dingleberry here, but
Yeah.
The Chuff Nugget sounds cool.
It's got a flow to it. It's got like
It just comes out easy. You want to check those documents out that you send, Michael?
If you haven't.
Yeah, that's
Michael.
pretty cool.
81 government. 81. Wow. 81 government and affiliate documents that admit flat Earth. Hectic stuff, dude. Okay, dissertations defending the Scientific Council of Institute of Physics of the Earth. Let's check that one first. Share this tab. Freedom of Information Act electronic reading. What is electronic reading room? Nixon and the People's Republic of China CIA support the historic 1972 presidential trip. The collection remarks the 50th anniversary of President Richard Nixon trip to People's Republic of China, landmark event. Okay.
I remember that. That was a big deal. They gave us panda bears. Yeah, they did. It was a big deal. I remember when Nixon went to China and everybody was going, "Oh, look, we're going to have peace with China," and China gave us a couple of Yingling and I forget what their names were, and they gave them to the United States. They're kept at the National Zoo. So yeah, it was a big whole bunch of crock of shit.
Yingling over here is Chinese cigarettes, cheap cigarettes. I think they're actually jingling. Have you heard of them, Michael? You've heard of them,
Look at
Michael?
this. But look at that. January 30th, June 1961. The new Kennedy administration, confronted with a full array of international issues in 1961, in April, a group of CIA-trained Cuban exiles landed at the Bay of Pigs on the southern coast of Cuba with the goal of overthrowing the federal Castro regime and establishing an anti-communist government. The outnumbered invading force was quickly repelled by Castro's troops. The year's reports were dominated by the worsening Congo crisis. It's not. I'm trying to look what this is. What is this?
That's a Bay of Pigs.
Aqualine. There we go.
Yeah,
Aerial intelligence collection platforms have played a crucial role in the U.S. national security from the earliest beginnings of aviation. CIA's 1960s Oxcart program and its use of U-2s are examples of collection of innovations that kept U.S. leaders informed about adversaries' compatibilities and intentions. Despite their success, however, use of their platforms carried significant risks and repercussions, including detection and even pilot loss, such as downing of the U-2 flown by Francis Gary Powers in 1960. They downed it. Ever-evolving research. Why is CIA always involved everywhere?
Always.
Oh, CIA has their hands in everything around the world.
Check at that thing. And that was 1961.
Oh,
wow.
Of course.
Looks better than today's. It looks better than today's dildos flying spaces.
Isn't it?
Sorry, a little off subject. Mr. Stone, are you from Stone Cold Truth? Out of curiosity? Yay, nay?
I don't know where he went. Oh, incidentally, that was right. Good memory, Dave. This is like from 1972, and it was Ling Ling and Sing Sing.
Page is not found anymore. The one page is not found anymore. The NASA page.
We gave them a pair of musk oxen in return.
Guys, this is supposed to be the rigid NASA, where they say you're flying over a flat, non-rotating rigid plane.
It's gone.
Of course.
It's gone.
Let's hide it from everyone. Yeah.
So they took it away.
So let's do it again. Let's try it again so everybody can see I'm clicking on it. And I'm not being deceptive because the globe is he's lying. Conspiracy theorist.
Wow.
Derivation, and you guys can see this. It's on screen, correct? Yes. Derivation and linear aircraft models. See, I click on it. Clicked. Go to share tab instead.
Uh-oh.
NASA removed their own citation.
I wonder why.
Because we use it so
here.
much.
Let's give them feedback. See, it says give us feedback. You suck.
Yeah.
Why are you lying?
Yeah.
Why you take stuff off?
Lying. Stop lying. You suck.
But yeah, guys, we're just conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
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 Sure.
Wow, okay.
Not to be trusted, just a bunch of like hypocritical conspiracy theorists, am I? You know what I mean?
Mr. Stone, out of curiosity again, I'm sorry, I just are you globe or flat?
Oh, the Earth is spherical.
Are you
Okay,
the M
so you're
Stone?
not the one I thought you were. So, all right.
Are you the guy who goes around in chats called M Stone?
Yeah, I think so.
Of course it is.
So why would you say it's a sphere, though, after everything we've presented tonight? Doesn't make sense.
What doesn't make sense?
Why would you say it's still a sphere, though?
What have you shown to prove it's not?
It's that same
The
view.
whole
Yeah.
evening, all I showed was flight can only work based off a flat Earth.
What have you joined for?
We've spoken
Wait,
to this dude before. He's been here
You
before.
proved that planes.
I
can
asked
only
you a
fly on
question
flat
and
Earth?
you totally ignored me.
That's what
Are
you
you
said?
the M Stone who goes around in chat?
Yes, he is. He's been in here before,
You
Michael.
are. Get out, mate. 'Cause you're
He's
a
an
wanker.
idiot. He's an idiot.
Oh man, that's mean.
Both him out.
But it's
Yeah.
fine. No.
So
We'll
mean.
first have some fun with him before he has to leave. So, do you think a horizontal can curve?
And silence. There we
Oh,
go.
Oh, were you asking me if I think a horizontal can curve?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? A horizontal what?
Oh,
Exactly
sure.
what does a horizontal curve?
Being
A
obtuse.
horizontal curve. A horizontal what?
Any
This
horizontal,
is what you
where
get, right?
anything
Any
can
horizontal?
horizontal curve.
This is
The
what annoys me.
horizontal, the
Right?
line, right? So is horizontal a
Oh,
line?
this is that part where you don't think a straight line can curve, right? So
Well, hence then it's not
Well,
straight,
it's not
right?
right.
No,
Like
you-
curves, is
No,
it?
you just
Good
said
luck with
straight
that,
when
You
Oh,
just
when
when
do
do
you
you
call
think
straight line?
they'll
No
be
curve,
changing
does it?
the
Otherwise it'd be called a
textbooks
curved
to,
line.
I don't think
Mental retard.
I don't think
Sentence.
water. I don't think water can be dehydrated.
Is everyone
either.
faking physics? Is that what's happening?
What physics are you referring
I
to?
removed him, guys. He's just here to
Yeah.
troll.
Where's the
That's the guy we spoke to before Flights. He was in here.
M-Stone is a seasoned troll. Yeah, I thought it was maybe someone else. But I mean, if he can't be honest with us, what do you mean with horizontal?
He knows
It's simple. There's a horizontal line curve. This is the problem I have with these guys. You ask a basic, simple question.
And I can't answer
It's
it.
a yes or no answer.
then they
Let
can't
me
answer
tell you why about this. Just does a horizontal line curve? No. Okay, great. Why are you claiming it does then?
Each type of guy who's in your comments calling you stupid and then don't know what horizontal means.
Exactly. But even
I
Vicky's,
don't have time for
Vicky's
like that.
laughing at that. Look, a straight line is curved. And she's a new I thought she's got into laughing at this stupid stuff like that. You know what I mean?
But you see,
think
I don't
about
have time. I don't have time for people like that anymore. I don't.
No.
I mean,
The only reason I put up with people like Bob and stuff in a debate is to show how stupid the people are, who the people are actually defending the global religion. That's it. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it, because it's literally just to show them, listen here, this is the people you got to defend. Your nonsense.
Yeah.
So be honest with yourself and say, okay, yeah, guys, there's something wrong here. I don't think what I believe is true. It's as simple as that.
Well, think about that whole statement. So you don't think a straight line can curve?
I know.
It's like it's in the name, straight line.
Straight line.
Adjective, straight line.
If it curved, it'd be a curved line.
Yeah, exactly.
You contradict yourself in the same sentence. That's what I'm
Holy
saying. Vicky's
shit.
in there laughing at that. Straight line is curved.
So you don't think that invisible things can be seen?
Yeah.
What? Invisible. I mean, it's in the fucking word.
Oh wow.
God, I would shoot myself if I was that nuts. If my mind worked that contradictory to itself, I wouldn't be able to live. I'm sorry.
That's just a living cognitive dissonance. That's it.
Oh, sure is. It's the epitome of it.
Yeah.
Saying something stupid. You think a straight line can't curve? Or
So I also got to ask something. People like Bob said they'll always concede when they're wrong, correct?
yeah, okay.
That's a lot.
So do you think Bob's gonna take what he saw tonight and concede he's wrong?
No.
Absolutely
Definitely not. He's too arrogant.
Yeah. Well, I
He's
don't
too
need to
arrogant,
tell you-
high on himself.
Yeah.
I don't need to tell you my channel. Everybody knows who I am.
Yeah, just wave his pilot's license. That's enough. That's enough.
Everybody knows me.
Yeah, everybody knows him. Yeah, that's right. Everybody knows
Yeah.
him.
Okay,
Yeah,
Tony,
look,
I'll
I
start a
don't
new
need to
job
promote-
Monday.
I don't need
But
to promote my channel. I've got billions of viewers. You know what I mean? I'm just going to chill. Everybody knows who I
Yeah,
am.
but
You
how's
don't
the
have
arrogance of
viewers
that?
removed all the time.
But how's the arrogance of that? Oh, I don't. People just know who I am.
Yeah.
No, Bob. Tony
Yeah,
Wickham
we
he
do
says
know he is.
he started a new job on Monday. He's got 3 flatties already. Wow.
Nice.
Guys, the flat earth is growing. There's
It
no
is,
doubt about it.
absolutely.
There's more and
It,
more
it certainly
everywhere.
is because I have 21 subscribers.
There you
Really?
go. There you go.
Well, I just hit 2,000 a couple of weeks ago. I'm up to
Awesome. Well done.
2,030
Awesome.
now.
Excellent.
Congratulations,
Vicky started going up as well since she.
Yeah, I've seen that. I see Vicky in the chat.
Yeah.
And even you, PJ, you've also
No,
gone up.
I've got about 138 now. 138. I had 139 earlier, but somebody unsubbed. So it
I
must
just
have been
want to
the
get. I just
it
want to
must-
get to 4K someday.
It must have been the premier. It must have been the premier I brought out earlier.
Well, here's this would be interesting. Give me your guys' idea. Predictions as to where, because these guys love predictions now. What are your predictions of these flat Earth hater channels 1 year from right now? Where will they be? Just based on your current.
They are going downhill fast.
Huh?
They're going downhill fast, though.
Yeah, was that down?
Well,
I think they 1 for 1 they're going to become more irrelevant, and they're going to do what practically Simon Dan's going to do, just make stuff and no one's really, how can I say, actually talking to him anymore.
Yeah. It'll get to
He's
the
just
point.
going to make stuff.
It'll
for
get
the
no
hate
real-
workers he has
Yeah,
to.
it'll
No
get to the
real
point.
engagement.
There's no real engagement. And even FTF is struggling. That's why, if you've not realized, all of them, they're going on service of Discord to have debates because nobody's really interested in to debate them really
No.
anymore.
I'm saying they'll get to the
Level
point
Up
where they'll
Observer's
start.
video.
They'll get to the point where they'll start hating on each other. They'll turn on each other. FTFE against McToon and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That would be fun.
That would be.
Have you seen Level Earth Observer's video from today?
Oh, I haven't seen today's one. No. Is it a NASA feel?
Simon Dan.
Oh, Simon boy.
Oh God.
I don't even bother with Simon anymore.
No. Why is there such an inordinate amount of those guys from the UK, do you reckon?
Whoa.
Must be something in the water.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed that to begin with, and I'll tell you a few years ago, and this was primarily, there was like this whole little troll gang on Twitter, and this is probably about 5 or 6 years ago, and they all had the word bikini somewhere in their name, most of them anyway.
Bikini.
And I started working it out because I was watching the patterns. And I'd be like, oh, it's such and such a time, about time for so-and-so to be coming on shift. And you'll be punching out soon. I know, because, and I had it worked out I knew when these people were going to be on. They were on definite shifts.
Huh.
And I started calling them out for that. And I said, listen, this is part of a military operation right here. I can tell you that right now. And next thing you know, I was banned off Twitter, man.
No doubt.
Yeah. But I had it all. And when I went, like even here on Facebook, I went back a little while after, because after a while, these guys will get like so creepy that you just go, fuck this guy, I'm done, right? And you block them. So I went back to check my block list. And this was like a couple years after I blocked all these fools, right? I go back and look, and their names had reverted back to like Fact Checker Charlie, such a Truth Bot, Fact Bot, all these different bots. They weren't even real accounts. They were just AI bots.
Yeah.
So that's mostly what you're arguing with. Outside of that, you take away the bots, there's nobody.
I want to quickly show you guys something. This is what I'm saying exactly is wrong with these idiots. Citizen 9 lying straight to Sean Hawkins, and you think he's going to call him out for it. Sean Hawkins, about halfway down the page, vertical acceleration due to gravity is always perpendicular to the Earth's surface and provides vertical surface, allowing output of altitude. We went through the whole page. We saw there was nothing of what he just said there.
Yeah, full crap.
We showed the whole page. So Citizen 9, you're an outright liar, man. And Sean, you're an outright liar too, because you're not going to call him out for it. You're just going to say, yeah, man.
But you're a bleeping live, Flatsoid.
I watched that new King Kong Godzilla film.
Oh, yeah.
I kid you not. one of them monkeys in there looks like Sean.
Just a bit too beefy, you know.
Didn't Sean play the one that threw the stick up in the air at the beginning of 2001?
Yeah, that's crazy. So what's your show going to be about tonight, Sov?
I don't know if I'm gonna wait. What is tonight? Tonight's what, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday, yeah.
I don't know. Probably to be announced. It'll be just whatever I run across. I was thinking about looking up that thing with Witsit on.
Yeah, I
Rumble.
was thinking that as well. I think he debated with Owen Benjamin and.
Yeah, well, Owen Benjamin was the moderator.
Okay.
And he was debating. What is the guy's name? Let me see if I can find it because I'm going to look that up here and watch it here after I get offline. Let me look up what it's on Witsit's page. Let's see. Because then we can find that too. I'm going to be on a podcast tomorrow on Rumble called Nothing New Under the Sun. They just interviewed yeah, let's see. Let me grab the does he have the link on here? It would help. Oh wait, yeah, there it is.
Roger Little, thank you for your $2 super chat. He says our realm is very mechanical for sure. Oh yeah, definitely. Everything has consequences mechanically, you could say. Thank you very much for
Jonathan Shelley. It was a guy named Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan Shelley. I don't know. I've never heard of him. But
maybe we should look up who he is.
Let's try it.
John.
I just put the link in for that video for Rumble down in the chat. I'll put it over here in the private chat too.
Sure. Yeah, we can quickly check it out.
And let me see.
Oh no, I haven't. I've never. I don't even know who he is. Sleeping Mate.
Let's see, Jonathan Shelley.
I keep forgetting I've got a Rumble account. I just never use it.
Well, it's good to have a Rumble account, especially. Yeah, well, you should always take all of your content and put it on there, and then have it automatically put the copies of everything you put on YouTube, because if it gets pulled off YouTube, it'll usually stay on Rumble, and you'll have always have somewhere to view that video that you've posted, right?
I don't think I've got any subs. I ain't got any subs on that. I think I'm maybe following.
Because I got a Rumble. I'm linked to it. So I'm supposed to put it automatically.
Yeah.
It hasn't been.
You can't stream. You can't.
I did last time I checked, but that was such a long time ago.
Yeah, no, it's been a while since you've put it on.
Yeah, I
go on Rumble all the time.
I should do.
Shot, thanks, Anthony. He says he'll give us a link where Brian watched the video at high quality. So you're going to cover that then, Sov?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go over that. Hey, what's up, Johnny?
Yeah, that'll be
I think I'm going to do that. I was looking on here. I'm trying to find on YouTube if there's anything about this Jonathan Shelley. Let's see. This might be. Let me see. Is he there? It's something about I found a video, Abortion Access Front.
Ooh.
SYWA Jonathan.
Because I see Jaron's debating that God debate now. I just can't do it because that's one thing I can't get on board with Jaron is his stance with God. So I'd rather just stay away from that debate because I will get triggered about that. But I definitely have gone to at least grow with Jaron. We've at least started being cordial with each other and stuff. So that's a good thing at least. Jonathan Shelley. Okay, this is the guy. Is he a pastor or something? Christian hate preacher. Ooh.
If I know about his preacher, he's like, it's not right for me to just tell my wife when we're gonna have kids. I need to ask her permission or ask when it's okay to start having kids. And I'm thinking, are you a man? Are you a Baptist? You're a fundamental Baptist preacher, and you're going to ask your wife if it's okay to have children?
Usually it takes two to tango, Jonathan. So yeah, it does. Here's a time, my love. Let's decide together.
Not just take it, can you?
So basically,
Wow.
he's saying it's okay to force
Yeah.
your wife to have a child.
That's literally against Christian principle, by the way, guys.
Absolutely, man. It's
You're
a
supposed to be the
partnership.
head of the household by
Yeah,
protecting your family,
it's a
not
part-
telling them what to do.
Yeah, it's a partnership, not a dictatorship.
Yeah.
There's certain roles to play in that. Yeah, definitely. But
You will have
What
a
is
child. I have
Yeah.
decreed it so.
What's that name? Abortion Access Front. What the hell?
Unbelievable.
I don't know.
Or
This
is this just the guy that? Oh, it's a channel that's putting that up.
yeah, they says
In
he's,
late March,
he's a MAGA. He's a MAGA.
I heard an
pastor.
independent fellow about.
Yeah.
He's a MAGA pastor. He's a right-wing pastor. He's supposedly a misogynist.
MAGA pastor.
And he's quite political, I guess, too. He's,
Look at this guy, friendly atheist. This preacher delivered a sermon all about how horrible I am.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that could be an interesting one to cover.
I think I wonder if he talks about flat Earth. Obviously, because he's debating with it.
I think I might look at some more of that Sam Harris. Is it Sam Harris? I reviewed that other week. Is it Sam Harris? The guy's named Sam Harris.
Well, let's not forget that other character, Locke, Greg Locke. He's one of those.
Greg Locke is also. Oh man, that guy.
Oh, he's a piece of work. That one.
I got this video short of him ranting about how they should just blow that dome off that rock and build that temple. And I'm like, you're
wow.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he's
bad.
Listen, this is what gets me, man. There's a sign. One of my neighbors down the road here got a sign on her fence, and it says, "I stand with Israel." And I choke I'm like, cool. It pisses me off when I see that, because I know she's a hardcore Christian, and I'm like, look, man, they don't feel the same way about you. That's like these gays for Islam. It's like, no, they do not.
What's sad about the prayers for Palestine?
It's not mutual. It's not mutual. That's sure.
But you know what's sad about the queers for Palestine? They're fighting for
people that would kill them.
The same people that will literally kill them if they put Sharia into account. They will kill them just because of their views.
Absolutely.
But they're fighting for them. Oh, they're so giving us freedom. No, those same people, their charters are literally to stone you to death.
Absolutely.
Because you are batting for the other side.
And people here in the United States, do not forget that Homeland Security ordered a shitload of guillotines for some reason. It's been about 10 years ago now. Those guillotines are somewhere. What are they for?
Well, I think they're used for one thing and one thing only.
They only have one purpose, and it's not cutting cigars.
No. A big old cigar like that.
Yeah.
Big old Cuban. About size 17, maybe.
You know what, Josh Stone, you can stop trying to get in. I'm removing him every 2 seconds. You see, now he's trying to come in the whole time to make the room full. So if anybody wants to hop in to just stop him from it, would be great. Appreciated.
What about Anthony? We ain't had spoke to Anthony in a while.
Who's wanting to come in?
That
Oh.
Aye, what a bad, sad thing. Vic, who's Vic? Oh, Vicky. Thank you, Vicky.
Oh, Vicky.
Good to see you.
Hi,
Hey.
I ain't
Yeah, now it's cool. Now what's
come in, so he can't come in.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, because now he's trying and he can't.
So you come in just to be quiet, babe?
Yeah, because Flat said, "Can anyone come in?" Because he was playing, and I was like, "I might as well do it."
Oh, why not?
I've got more subscribers.
Okay, how many you got now?
I was on 16 yesterday, and I've got 29 now.
Wow,
No,
that's good.
mine's going up
That's a good growth for such a small channel.
That's
and
good, man.
142 views on my last video.
Yeah,
So
you
there
see,
were loads
because
of
you,
triggered people.
yeah,
I
it's
think you're
triggered a
on.
lot of people, mainly Andrew Johnson.
I know,
Right.
but I love that.
Oh, and Sean Hawkins as well.
I know. I got one of his trolls subscribed to me, and I went on the channel, and it said, "Show Sean some love," and I was like, "Yeah, you can be hid." Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's on, man.
No,
Well, we do show Sean love. The way we treat him
I
is in
ban
love.
him. That's the love. I ban him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Tough love, tough love. Yeah.
It's tough love. Yeah, guys, would you please mind hitting the likes and stuff before?
Oh yeah.
Code puncher link, please, Vicky.
I will give it at the end.
No, code puncher.
I
What
don't know
link?
if I can do it now. No.
What,
Can you
what
do
link's
it?
he asking- What link's he asking for?
Mine.
Oh, I'll get it. Yeah, I can get it.
See, maybe he's
Makes a change.
Trackland
doesn't
is
it?
behind what curve? Ooh, that's got cool. Thanks, I'll be saving that. Thanks, Anthony, for that link.
Ryan, I can drop. I only come in so that bloke can keep doing it.
Well, we're gonna end that anyway, so we might as well. I would also like to hear your statements about the debate.
To be fair, because he was frozen on the screen, he looked really depressed. And I was like, but he looked like he was stuck in the 1990s.
I don't know why it froze there, because it was working fine.
I had
And then
I
all of
had
a sudden-
I had the chat from your channel on once it froze, but I had Jaren's channel on to watch his, but with the chat off, and I just had the chat on on your side.
But no, I don't know what it is with ballers. They all have the same argument and they all rage quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
but-
always.
Well, since the debates that you've been seeing, I suppose they all have.
I know, but when that bloke said about the straight line curving,
I know.
next they'll be saying straight lines wiggle.
They do, don't they? Straight lines do wiggle. When
Straight
you're
lines
steaming.
straight.
When you're
That's-
steaming, punk.
that's what, like the one in my video.
No problem, squad puncher. No problem.
Oh, I put one of those in Discord that does that to you. Straight lines that wiggle. Yeah, I could bring that up. This is it. It's
Cool.
crazy looking, man.
Can I just say, right, everyone's been smashing it lately.
Oh yeah.
Like everyone.
Oh yeah, that's brilliant. That is, man. It really, because you can tell you can see that they're straight, but you just look past it and they're all wiggling all over the place.
Yeah.
Really
It
cool.
really
man.
messes with you. It messes with you hard, man.
It does. I like optical.
But yeah, Vicky, you're doing an awesome job with the modding. Really appreciate it.
Oh, I don't mind.
You really put a lot of work into
Oh
it.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
I like getting rid of the trolls.
It's a hobby.
They all hate me for it, but I don't care. That's why, like, I had someone come in on my last video and said, turn your comments on. And I'm like, no, why would I? I deal with them every day. I'm not gonna have them on my channel doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. That's it.
No, I'm still happy that the channel's now set up how it is with the trolls, anti-trolls. It works so much better.
It's so much nicer in chat, though.
Guys, by the way, I still get daily like death threats and stuff from Global. Oh, you're just an idiot. If I see you in the room, I'm going to shoot
There
you.
you go, Vicky. You've got 30 now.
Wow.
Hey,
Thank you.
nothing. Shout out to Sheila. But I mean, I still get like
Smash it.
hate comments every day, and they think it's going to show up on my channel.
You know what I don't get though? Like, I don't get why all of us talking about what we know is true triggers them so much. Like, why are they so bothered about what we're doing?
Mm-hmm.
If we
They're
was all
They're
exactly
the
that.
type of people who don't think free speech is allowed.
Only they allowed to have free speech. No one else.
The other thing is they want to basically
Hey, Gary,
their side of things
Gary,
is
there's no need
false.
to be so cheeky, mate. She's a
Why,
good
'cause I
mod,
banned
whether you
your
believe it or
sock.
not.
I banned your sock account. And then you came in as yourself and kept going on and on and on about how I was
Right,
on a
blank him
power
now.
trip and this and that.
Just
I ain't on
blank
no
him now,
power
Jim.
trip. You come in on a
Just
sock
blank-
account, I will ban you.
Blank him now.
The thing is, we get so much trolls and stuff on your fresh sock accounts. She's she's like a machine. She knows, okay, you're not going to be honest, and she takes them out. That's unfortunately how it is. Yeah,
I
doesn't
know,
help
but I'm
learning
not
about it.
having him say that's a matter of opinion because I banned a sock.
Well, listen, right?
He carries on and I'll ban him on that one.
Whose opinion counts?
Well, not that
That's
random.
Flatzoids. So,
Well,
no.
exactly. And this is what I say to him. I answer to Flatzoid. I don't answer to anybody else.
Yeah, and I
Flats has
appreciate
never
all you do,
once-
Vicky. And I
Flats has
appreciate all
never
you do, but
once
like,
said, thank you. You've never once said to me I shouldn't have timed somebody out or I shouldn't have hidden someone. Ever.
yeah, I mean, you give a reason. That's one thing I've realized. The people they love this victim mentality. Oh, you're banning me. Okay, it's like, okay, why did she ban you? Okay, you called her a bitch, Sean Hawkins. And then he goes and cries on his channel. Oh, Flatzoid just keeps banning me. He's such a coward. It's like, dude, you literally called a woman a bitch. So you got banned. You crossed the line. Okay, she gives a reason.
It's logical to me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But if anybody was insulted, I would do exactly the same.
But I mean, you understand, this is the issue that these people don't get. We get so many troll sock accounts that come in literally just to insult and troll. So why not just get rid of them? Why not get rid of the filth?
Exactly, Sleeping Warrior.
Why keep the garbage when you can just get rid of it?
Yeah, look what Sleeping Warrior says there. Like, why did the blurs do this? If their working model is true, there would be no need for all of it. If it was actually true. Exactly. Like they just have to constantly try and debunk with air quotes our like anything that we put out there because they just have a problem with truth. That's the thing. It's like I believe most of these people are actually demon possessed, really.
Without a doubt.
I agree.
Moomin, no, I'm not the mod.
No, yeah. I was just
Roger
gonna say,
Little,
Moon's
Roger Little,
moving
thank you
mistake.
for the super chat. It says HR poofed and stuff. Thank you very much, Roger. You rock, man. Appreciate it.
Well,
yeah. Barbara
She
is someone else.
She's
Barbara's
a good mod.
also shout out to Barbara. She also does a great job on Sauce
She's
channel.
a brilliant mod, yeah.
Puffin stuff.
Oh yeah.
HR Puffin stuff. I used to love that show when I was a kid, man. Because I used to tease my mom when she'd get up in the morning because her hair would be all messed up and call her witchy poo. And she
Nice.
Okay, guys. So I think we're going to end it here then. I think we've made our point tonight that Bob should be hiding his head under a rock somewhere in the highest humiliation. So yeah, next time, Bob, you think of being so condescending prick and think you're this high almighty intelligent one. Next time, don't underestimate someone just because they are not pilots or don't have qualifications to your standards. Notice that this dumb flat earther you saying has no qualifications schooled you, the so-called high intelligent one.
Look how many people drive cars and don't know how they work.
Exactly. Right, Flat, you're off tomorrow, aren't you? So I'll put my link in for my live stream.
I'm not here tomorrow, guys. It's my wife's birthday, so I baked her cake and stuff. So we're just gonna chill tomorrow and everything. And PJ's gonna be going live. You want to shout out your channel, PJ, and what you're gonna be doing?
There is, yeah. It's just random stream, just whatever videos or whatever anybody wants to talk about. Just another random one. So it's just kind of a fun one again, sort of thing. The theme one's is kind of Tuesday, isn't it? But we're still on AI. Fifth one coming up next week. But this one.
Bob wasn't there to debate.
This is just a random one.
But I think before we go off, maybe I should find that quickly.
Moving Rider, Vicky, no, but I'll make her a mod next time I see her on there if I haven't already. But no,
It's on when I'm in bed.
daughter of Jesus Barbara or something. No, it's Jehovah's daughter Barbara. And
Yeah, Jehovah's daughter Barbara.
been
She's
a
cool, man.
moderator
She's cool.
on my channel since I started. She's great.
She's
great. Really a nice person and everything. Pretty tolerant to a point. But and she knows how my rules are. I mean, yeah, I couldn't ask for a better moderator. She's like my Vicky over there, but only a little bit kinder. She's a little bit kinder. Vicky just comes in with a fucking cutting board beating ass, man.
You know, I wasn't like that though at first. I was really worried about timing people out and that. But now I'm just like, because I know and I can tell if someone puts them, I can tell by what they've written who it is, and I'm like, yeah, no, gone.
Yeah, that's what war does to you, and you got to be careful too. You know, it's like the guy that comes back from 8 tours in Vietnam and he wants to beat up the waiter at the Chinese restaurant. You know, it's like, hold on, friendly fire, easy.
Look, yesterday you actually said friendly fire because
I did.
I got the wrong person.
That's right. Oh, I've done up plenty.
No.
Done up plenty.
I'm trying to quickly look for that cut where he said, "I'm not here to debate."
Oh yeah.
Can someone get rid of that one, please? Because I'm not in there. Planet Earthling.
He's already gone.
All right. Okay.
So I'll be doing that. Like I said, I'll be on that Rumble. It's a Rumble channel called Nothing New Under the Sun. I'm going to put the link down there again. I'm going to be over there at 6:00 Eastern time. That's my time. So that's 3:00 Pacific. And what's that going to make it? Midnight for flats, right? Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
So it will be 11 o'clock for us.
Yeah, 11 p.m.
Where's that?
I can catch up.
What day?
Rumble.
It's on Rumble, and it's tomorrow at 6. Nothing new under the
I
sun.
can't find it. I'll have to look through it properly to get there.
And then, of course, tonight we're going to do that thing. We're going to look at that debate with Austin and that right-wing pastor. That should be pretty decent. And then tomorrow, I was just in communication with Stinky Cash. Stinky Cash and I are going to do a show tomorrow evening. And we're going to explore nautical miles and kind of like how these coordinates were derived in the South. And show how that they've been transposed to make it as though it's a globe. And this is why, without the modern GPS automatically correcting, sailors in the South found themselves well out of position all the time, and it was because of these coordinates assumed
The
to be
declination
merging
changes.
back together, and they don't. So
yeah, cool.
So that should be a pretty good show.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah, guys, I want to say thank you for coming. Appreciate everybody. Please do hit the likes if you haven't already. Do share the show. I'll see you all then Friday evening. Be sure to go to Solve later on tonight and PJ's stream tomorrow night. And then, many blessings and